the home of the Vaqueros, but tonight, the matchup of game number 2 of a best-of-3 series between the Sharyland Pioneer Diamondbacks and the Sharyland Rattlers. Last night, it was a 7-6 win for the Diamondbacks, and tonight they'll try to wrap this series up with a victory against the Sharyland Rattlers, who will be having their backs against the wall as they get set to take on this game. Good crowd filing in here tonight. We had over 5,200 tickets that were sold for last night, and they were fully expecting tonight's to be a bigger crowd than what we had yesterday. And if this does go to game 3, I know it'll be a hot Saturday afternoon, but they're expecting an even bigger crowd for that. As we are getting set, they are filing in. Neither team has made any indication of taking the field or being out there after their initial warm-ups. And so we'll wait for the public address announcer to take over. They were filing in here and lining up to get into place much easier or much earlier in the day today than what they were yesterday. But again, they are here in force. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll talk about some starting lineups. Pioneer and Sharyland. Game 2 of the best-of-3 series, the regional finals, right here on Real Sports.
Start the new year off right. Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's healthcare is done.
Fans, if you want to look your best at the next game, then let Chewy's Custom Sports go to work for you. From custom designs and graphics to mass production in-house. If it's hats, shirts, buttons, mugs, cups, banners, and more, then Chewy's is there for every team and every sport. A veteran-owned company in touch with the community. It's Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito.
Sharyland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sharyland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Back here at Real Sports Live, coming to you on a Friday night as we are getting set for Game 2 of the best-of-3 series. You can see already that the coaches have met out at the home plate area. They'll be exchanging lineup cards and going over the ground rules here with the umpiring crew. And the Sharyland Rattlers will be the visitors on the scoreboard tonight after taking one in a 7-6 loss last night as the home team. Their lineup will look like this. Pepe Contreras will lead it off, playing in center field, followed by Abraham Alvarez. He'll be catching. Martin Vasquez will hit third. He'll be playing first base tonight. Juan Lopez, the third baseman, will hit in the cleanup spot. Randy Garcia at second base will be hitting in the 5 spot. Diego Pena, the DH, will be hitting in the 6 spot. Right fielder Chase Gerlach hits in the 7th spot. And Andy Lozano is the shortstop. He'll hit number 8. Saul Soto, left fielder, will hit in the number 9 spot. It's Contreras, Alvarez, Vasquez, Lopez, Garcia, Pena, Gerlach, Lozana, and Soto. On the mound, Ivan Alvarez will get the start tonight for this ball game. We'll turn it over to the public address announcer at UTRGV as we are getting set for the introduction of the two teams.
And the Sharyland Pioneer Diamondbacks. Here are tonight's lineups for both teams.
Well, we'll keep it right here because that crowd mic is going to drown out the public address announcer. As you take a look at the two teams, the Sharyland Rattlers, again, will be the visitors on the scoreboard. Right now they're introducing the Sharyland Rattlers, who will be wearing the gray uniforms with the red trim. And we will have the playing of the national anthem. Take a look at the Pioneer lineup for you. Juan Rivera will be playing second base, leading off, followed by Pedro Tovallas. He's in left field, hitting number 2. Jacob Rosales will be playing third base tonight for Pioneer. He'll be hitting in the 3 spot, followed by Johnny Lugo, the right fielder, hitting cleanup. Evan Maldonado, who had that big home run last night, will be pitching today and hitting 5th. Angel Nunez, the catcher, will hit in the 6th spot. Third baseman Oscar Cerna will hit in the 7th spot. Trey Gonzalez hits 8th. He'll be playing first base. And Isaiah Gomez, the DH, will hit in the number 9 spot. Take another break. When we come back, we'll have the starting additional information. We'll also have the playing of the national anthem. This is Rio Sports Live.
You shake my nerves and you rattle my brain. Too much love drives a man insane. You roll my will, but what a thrill. Goodness gracious, quick balls of fire. I laughed in love cause I thought it was funny. You came along and moved me, honey. I changed my mind, this love is fine. Goodness gracious, quick balls of fire. Kiss me, baby.
Back here at UTRGV as the Sharyland Pioneer, or Sharyland Rattlers had their lineups and players introduced, and now we have the introduction of the Pioneer Diamondbacks. They'll be wearing the white uniforms tonight with the black trim, and they are 1 win away from punching their ticket as a champion heading into the final 4 teams remaining in baseball in the state of Texas at the Class 5 level. We appreciate you again joining us here for the broadcast. Running down the starting lineup right now. Again, Juanito Rivera will lead it off playing second base. Followed by Pedro Tovallas in left field. Jacob Rosales plays in third base tonight. Johnny Lugo plays in right field. Evan Maldonado is pitching tonight. Angel Nunez, the catcher. Oscar Cerna plays at third base. Trey Gonzalez at first, and the DH tonight is Isaiah Gomez. Those watching here on this social media, please be sure you share our link, if you will. On Facebook, be sure you like and follow our page. That always helps our numbers grow. And on our Facebook, our numbers continue to just go through the roof as far as the numbers that we've been producing. On our YouTube channel, if you're watching on our YouTube channel, please subscribe to our channel so you can get the indication of additional games coming up. Playing of the national anthem, we'll keep it right here.
Singing of our national anthem by Ivan Cabrera.
Yes, Ivan.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, the free and the home of the brave.
And there you have it, national anthem having been taken care of here, and we are set for some baseball between the Diamondbacks and the Rattlers. We'll take our final break, and we'll be right back with the first pitch here on Rio Sports Live.
If you just graduated high school, are looking to change careers, or to upgrade your job skills, Texas Southmost College is the place to start. With over 50 certificates and associate degrees to choose from, TSC has the career for you. At TSC, you get a quality education that's close to home. Earn a certificate or an associate degree and get the education you need for today and tomorrow's job market.
Wouldn't you like to be in demand?
Register now at Texas Southmost College in Brownsville.
Back here on Rio Sports Live as we are getting set for the first pitch here of this ball game, and out on the mound warming things up for the Pioneer Diamondbacks is Evan Maldonado. Maldonado, his battery mate tonight is Angel Nunez behind the plate, and they will face a lineup that is going to again have their backs against the wall here tonight as the Sharyland Rattlers know full well they need to win to extend the season and try to force Game 3 of this best-of-3 series, which would take place tomorrow afternoon. We were out here earlier. It was not just a warm day, it's a hot day. Shadows are already creeping across the field, and there's a breeze blowing, so it should be a comfortable night for the fans. And these players are amped up and ready to go for this ball game. Billy Watson on one of the cameras down there on our left side on the third base line, and Bert Ruiz operating a camera over on the first base line tonight. My wife Dahlia is going to be switching the cameras. That's going to be a first for her. So I tried to do it last night, and I'm telling you, it was like flying a plane up here, trying to keep the stats, the balls, the strikes, the outs, the replays, the camera switches. I threw up the white flag and said I could use some help here. Crowd mic is working. You can hear that. And again, this crowd is going to make some noise as we are set to go. Leading things off will be Pepe Contreras, center fielder for the Sharyland Rattlers, and he'll be standing in. Last night's game, Contreras had a hit, went 1 for 4. A leadoff single in the first inning. Batting here, first pitch coming, and away we go. In there for a strike call. Contreras, Abraham Alvarez, and Martin Vazquez. Anybody gets on, Juan Lopez. Maldonado slings the next one home. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Contreras standing in, a quick 0-2 count. And the next one on the way. Strike 3 called, struck him out. Maldonado records the first strikeout of the ball game. 3 pitches and Contreras is gone. Brings in Abraham Alvarez. Alvarez stands in. He's catching today, hitting second. Ready to go, and the first pitch coming. Up high for ball 1. Contreras struck out to start it. Alvarez stands in, Vazquez behind him. Anybody gets on, Juan Lopez here for the Sharyland Rattlers. Maldonado looks in, brings the next one home to Alvarez. Swing and a little foul ball, evens the count at 1-1. Wind is blowing in from center field more than anywhere else tonight. Alvarez stands in. Next pitch coming to him. That's out of the strike zone for ball 2 and a 2-1 count. 2 balls and a strike on Alvarez. So shadows come across. It will affect the cameras a bit, but the guys were working diligently on the white balance today, and I think we're going to be okay once we get into these evening hours. It was a chore last night trying to figure that out. Alvarez waits. Here's the 2-1. Misses for ball 3. 3-1 on Alvarez. Sharyland trying to get a base runner. They had lots of base runners last night. Alvarez was on twice. He also singled in the first inning and also was part of a 7th inning rally. There's a ground ball. That's a fair ball off the third baseman. And a base hit. They'll get the ball back in, but Alvarez on the single. Oscar Cerna over there trying to field at third base, but that was a hot shot right past him. Down at first base, Alvarez. Alvarez stands on first base, being held on over there by Trey Gonzalez. Maldonado will work from the stretch. And a ball is outside. It's a courtesy runner out there for Alvarez. Throw over to first base and back in time. Vasquez stands in. Pitch coming, swinging and a fly ball into right field. Short right field, they'll make that catch. Throw to first, nonchalant there, nothing doing, runner back. And 2 down in the inning. Brings in Juan Lopez. Lopez, the third baseman today for the Rattlers of Sharyland. They got a 1-out single. Runner still at first base with 2 outs. Throw to first base, back in time. Swing and a miss. Next one coming. Strike 2 call. Two strike count. Maldonado could get out of the inning here. Facing Lopez. Another throw to first. Better play this time, but back in time. Over there at first base. 1 on, 2 out here in the Sharyland first. Next pitch coming to Lopez. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. Second baseman off his chest, gets to it, and safe at second base. Tough hop right there at the end as that ball came up on Rivera. And now 2 aboard, runners at first and second. For the Rattlers. Randy Garcia stands in. First pitch to him. It's up high, ball 1. Garcia waits. Next one coming to him. Up high for a ball, ball 2. 2 aboard for Garcia, the number 5 hitter in the lineup. Opportunity for the Sharyland Rattlers to jump on top here in this first inning. Pitch to Garcia. That's a strike call. 2 balls and a strike on Garcia. Diego Pena on deck. Garcia trying to keep the inning alive. Next pitch to him. Swinging a pop foul over on the right-hand side. And just out of reach back in the stands. Count goes to 2-2. Rattlers missed some chances yesterday to score some runs, and they fully understood that they had a chance to win that ball game after they dropped that 7-6. 2-2 pitch, up high, ball 3. Three-two the count. Garcia waits. Swing and a hard hit ball into center field. Pretty well hit. Center fielder gets back, and can't make the catch. 1 run will score. A second run coming in to score. Holds up, and it's a 1-0 ball game for the Rattlers of Sharyland. Lopez checked up at third base. Garcia hustles down to second. And it brings in Diego Pena. Pena stands in. First pitch to him. Up high for a ball. 1-0 the count. Next one coming. Outside for a ball. Two-0 the count. Next pitch coming. It hits him. And the bases are loaded for the Rattlers of Sharyland. Chase Gerlach stands in. Gerlach with the bases loaded. Takes a strike. Now this inning could really open up for the Sharyland Rattlers. Maldonado trying to work out of a bases loaded jam with 2 outs. Gerlach waits, here it comes. High, ball 1. 1-1 the count. One pitch. Strike called, 1-2. And Sharyland and the bench all up on their feet, watching down there, anxious that Gerlach can deliver. 1-2 pitch from Maldonado is on the way. Swinging a ground ball to short. Shortstop gets to it, throws across, and got him for the out. 6-3 on the putout in the inning for the Sharyland Rattlers. 1 run on 3 hits. They strand 3. There's a hit batsman in the inning as well. And we've played 1 half, heading to the bottom of the first inning. Sharyland up 1-0. This is regional final coverage. Game 2 of a best-of-3 series at UTRGV, Sharyland and Pioneer on RealSportsLive.com.
Hello, I want to get a loan to start a new business.
No problem, sir. Do you have any established credit already?
See, I have a Visa credit card, but it's overdrafted. But I promised La Virgencita that I was going to pay it back, I swear.
This man doesn't have good credit. But if he called Pronto Credit, they would gladly help him repair his credit score.
Let me call you back. Who can help me?
Pronto.
But pronto means quick in Spanish. How fast are they to repair my credit?
Pronto Credit works with all major credit bureaus and creditors to challenge the negative reported items that would affect your credit score. We'll ensure your credit history is up to date and accurate.
What'd you say?
Just call 956-312-0645.
Men, start the new year off right. Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight. Let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's health care is done.
Come to Furniture Place, where you get Ashley furniture for less. Your family deserves the best, and you get the guaranteed lowest price at Furniture Place. We have the latest styles and colors to choose from. There's so much to see. Beautiful and stylish, you'll find it all right here at Furniture Place in Brownsville. It's time to get happy. Why not treat yourself to a lighted vanity table? Look and feel beautiful every day. The dining room set you've been looking for is right here too. We have modern or traditional styles all in one place. Great, right? Cash or credit, it's yours now. Furniture Place in Brownsville on Ruben Torres behind Starbucks.
See if we bring each of these cameras in. Back here on Rio Sports Live, my wife punching some buttons brought me back in before the first pitch here at the bottom of the first inning. Juan Rivera will lead it off, followed by Pedro Taveras and Jacob Rosales. Out to the mound, Ivan Alvarez for the Sharyland Rattlers. He's been given a run to work with, as they will be hoping to extend this series into Game 3 tomorrow. Rivera will step in. Yesterday's game, Rivera had a couple of hits. He went 2 for 4 on the day with a couple of singles and a run scored. Stands in from the left-hand side, facing Juan Alvarez. First pitch of the bottom of the first inning is underway. And that's a strike call. Rivera, Taveras, Rosales, anyone gets on Lugo. Next one coming to Rivera. Swinging a shot into center field. That's a base hit. Leading off the first for Pioneer. That didn't take long to get a base runner for the Diamondbacks. Rivera with a single. And up steps Pedro Taveras. Taveras on the night, last night, had a couple of hits. 2 singles and a run scored as well. First pitch to him, showed a bunt and takes strike 1. A lead by Rivera. Alvarez steps off. Alvarez knows what's at stake here. This entire team does for the Sharyland Rattlers. Diamondbacks know if they can get a win, they move on. Throw to first, back in time. Holding the runner down there is Martin Vasquez for Sharyland. In there for strike 2, and it's an 0-2 count. No balls, 2 strikes. And the next pitch, instead of throw to first, and back in time. Paying attention to Rivera. Next pitch coming home. That's a high delivery, throw down to first base and safe there. Trying to catch Taveras off and running, nothing doing. Count goes to 1-2. There's a ground ball back to the pitcher. One play, that's the first. Out there, runner down to second base as the sacrifice is good. Tying run down to second. And Jacob Rosales steps in. Rosales, the number 3 hitter in the lineup. Last night he had a couple of times he reached base. Ended up scoring a run in the 7th inning. It ended up being the winning run. Throw down to second, nothing doing there. Juan Rivera down there, he led off the inning with a single. Long look, now the pitch. Swinging a shot into right field. Pretty well hit. Right fielder gets back. He's got room. Makes the catch. Runner tags. And comes in safe at third base. Rivera down to third. Two down in the inning. And now if you're Juan Alvarez, you can concentrate on the man at the plate, Juan Lugo. The chore is just to take care of Lugo, and the inning takes care of itself. Rivera led it off with a single. He's now down at third. And the cleanup hitter for the Diamondbacks has a chance to drive in a run. Takes the first one outside for ball one. Rivera down at third. That's the tying run. At the plate, Lugo. Alvarez is ready, brings it home. That's low. Ball two. 2 balls, no strikes on Johnny Lugo. Alvarez works from the stretch, brings it home. That's outside, and ball 3. If you're just with us, the top of the first inning, Sharyland scored a run, but they left the bases loaded. Missed a chance to open up with a big inning. Lugo at the plate, 3-0 the count. See if they turn him loose. Nothing doing, taking all the way and a strike. 3 balls, 1 strike on Lugo. Alvarez working here, continues to work from the stretch. There's a ground ball foul over on the third base side. Count goes full. Let's see as that camera pans over there on the third base side that those stands are full. Anyone coming into the park now is going to have to start standing behind the seats. And that's just happened in the last 15 to 20 minutes, as there were some seats available right before the start of this game. Alvarez steps off. Gets back on, is ready to Lugo. Here it is, swinging a shot into left field. That's a base hit, and a run will score and tie the game. 1-1 as Lugo delivers. RBI for Johnny Lugo. Pioneer Diamondbacks have answered. And that brings in Evan Maldonado. Down at first is Lugo. Maldonado at the plate. Takes a breaking ball in there for a strike call. A 2-out hit for Johnny Lugo. Next one coming to Maldonado. That's out of the strike zone. Good play behind the plate there for Abraham Alvarez to keep that ball in play. 1 apiece here in inning number 1. Maldonado waits. Here it is. Takes it outside. Last night after Maldonado hit the home run, there was an at-bat in which they just gave him an intentional walk. He stands in, a 2-1 count. Short lead over there by Lugo. Not going. Pitch is high, ball 3. Angel Nunez on deck. Next one coming to Maldonado. Swinging a high fly ball into left field. It's going to hang up. Center fielder ranges over, makes the catch, and the inning comes to an end. Maldonado got under that just a bit. In the inning for the Pioneer Diamondbacks, they score 1 run. They do so on 2 hits. No walks, no errors. They strand 1. We've played 1. In game 2 of the best-of-3 series, we head to the second. All tied at 1 apiece on Rio Sports Live. Fishing fans, here's your chance to catch some fish and help out athletes at the same time. Mark the calendar now and plan on attending October 20th as the 3-up, 3-down San Perlita Booster Club Fishing Tournament looks to be the biggest and best yet. Located at Laguna Madre Baits in Port Mansfield, Texas, this tournament is set to provide 100% of the proceeds directly to the athletic programs. Artificial lures only with a blackjack format. No fish over 21 inches, $150 per team or boat. Maximum 4 people, and the grand champion is a team closest to 63 inches with 1 red trout and 1 flounder. Food raffles, baked goods, a silent auction, and terrific prizes from some great sponsors. Registration is October 19th. The tournament is October 20th. See you there at the 3-up, 3-down fishing tournament in Port Mansfield, where catching fish is helping athletes in a big, big way.
Before you have time to worry, we'll get you taken care of fast and easy. Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
How to add the...
Back here on Rio Sports Live at UTRGV, and you can see, like I told you earlier, this crowd is here in force all the way down the line as we head into this second inning. Back to work goes Evan Maldonado. He gave up a run in the first inning, but his teammates produce a run and tie us up as we head into this second. For Sharyland, they'll have the 8 and 9 hitters as Andy Lozano and Saul Soto will hit, and then we get right back to the top of the order in inning number 2. Pepe Contreras will get to hit. Anytime you can flip that lineup and get to the second inning and have the leadoff hitter hit, usually big numbers occur on the scoreboard. Rattlers, though, stranded the bases loaded in the first. First pitch here of the second is a little bit high for ball 1. Andy Lozano stands in. Last night, Lozano had a hit. He was 1 for 3. Takes a strike. 1-1 the count on Lozano. Next one on the way. Showed a bunt, stayed high, and he held up, took ball 2. Lozano ready. He waits, and here comes the next one. Swinging a ground ball to short. Shortstop gets to it, throws across, and got his man. 6-3 on the putout. That brings in Saul Soto. Soto, the left fielder today, bats from the left-hand side. First pitch to him. That's a strike call. Soto last night reached on a walk in the 7th inning. Came around and scored a run as the Rattlers tried to rally. There's another strike. 0-2 to Soto. Maldonado, no strikeouts in the game thus far. He's way in front of the count here. Brings the next one home to Soto. Outside. 1-2 the count. Soto can get on, top of the order, right behind him. Has to protect the plate. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Saul Soto. Outside. 2-2 the count. Crowd groaned on that one, wanting the call. Nothing doing on that. Soto waits. Maldonado brings it home. Bringing a pop-up on the third base side. And that's just out of play. Count stays at 2-2 on Soto. Crowd, just like last night, it's hard to distinguish whether they're Diamondback fans or Rattler fans down there. They're all clad in red, white, and black. Just understand, when something happens for either team, there's a lot of noise made. Game 2 of this best-of-3 series here. If they have a Game 3, it'll be tomorrow afternoon. Soto waits. Here's the 2-2. Outside, ball 3. Maldonado did hit a batter in the first inning. He's now 3-2 on Soto and brings it home. Swinging a high fly ball into very short right field. Second baseman goes out to make the call. And Juan Rivera reels it in. 2 down. That'll bring in Pepe Contreras. Contreras, a strikeout victim in the first, bats here in the second. First pitch to him outside. 3-pitch at bat the first time up for Contreras. Sent packing after 3 quick strikes. Hits this one on the ground to short. They'll get to it, throw across, low but out. Inning comes to an end. In the inning for the Sharyland Rattlers, no runs, no hits, no walks, no errors, nobody left. We head to the bottom of the second inning. Sharyland and Pioneer tied up at 1 apiece. This is RioSportsLive.com.
Roku device. All your favorite shows from VTX1 Channel 1 and exciting games broadcast on Rio Sports Live can be added onto your Roku device by following these simple steps. Step 1. Scroll down to search and push OK on the remote control. Step 2. Type in VTX1 by using the arrow keys to move the cursor around the keyboard and pushing OK to enter the letters. When you're done, choose the VTX1 option on the right-hand side of the screen. Then push OK. Step 3. Choose the Add Channel option on the right-hand side of the screen and wait for the application to load. Congratulations! You have now successfully added the VTX1 app to your channel lineup. It can be found on the main screen under Home at the bottom of the list. For more information, visit the VTX1 website at vtx1.net/OTT.
At Port Isabel Health Clinic, they care for you like family. Services include pediatrics, geriatric care, and family practice, school sports physicals, daycare physicals, orthopedic care, wellness exams for men and women. Dr. William Torkelson and his staff are here to serve you. Office hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. through 5 p.m. Your health is their priority at the Port Isabel Health Clinic.
Back here on Rio Sports Live at UTRGV on a Friday night. Angel Nunez steps in for the Pioneer Diamondbacks. As we head to the bottom of the second inning, Nunez will be followed by Oscar Cerna and then Trey Gonzalez. Anybody gets on, Isaiah Gomez will hit. Nunez waits. First pitch coming from Ivan Alvarez. That's up high for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes to Nunez. Next one coming. Same place, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes to Nunez. Waits for the next one, and here it is from Alvarez. In there for a strike. 2-1 the count. Haven't turned the lights on just yet. Shadows have taken over the field. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-2 now on Nunez. Nunez standing in, waits for the next one. Here it is. Strike 3 called. Nunez rung up. First strikeout of the game recorded by Alvarez. And one down here in the second inning. It brings in Oscar Cerna. Cerna steps in. He'll hit from the right side. First pitch coming here. Strike call. Alvarez gave up the 2 hits in the first inning. Leadoff single to Juan Rivera. Eventually, Johnny Lugo drove in the run to tie the game. Cerna stands in, waits. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball. It's just inside. Ball 1. See the home plate umpire giving Alvarez at least an explanation of where he saw that ball as it came in. That one stays low. 2 balls and a strike on Oscar Cerna. They place Cerna shallow in the outfield. There's the 2-1. Ball 3. 3-1 to Cerna. Nunez struck out to start the inning. Cerna at the plate. Trey Gonzalez behind him waits. Alvarez will have to come to Cerna here. 3-1 the count and the pitch. Ball 4, a walk. One out walk. That brings in Trey Gonzalez. Pitch coming. Strike call. Gonzalez last night reached twice. He had a double and walked. Swinging a ground ball foul. Quick 2-strike count. Cerna down at first. Alvarez having to work around a 1-out walk. Is ahead in the count to Gonzalez, 0-2. That's high. 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes on Gonzalez. Swinging a ground ball foul. Count stays at 1-2. Fans, we appreciate you watching over on our YouTube channel. Those watching, be sure you please subscribe to our channel. That always helps with the views. It also helps with the numbers and gives you a chance to know when we have additional broadcasts. Tomorrow we've got 7-on-7 football scheduled here on Rio Sports Live, as well as if Game 3 of this series takes place. State qualifying 7-on-7 starts with the first game at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Gonzalez at the plate. 1 on, 1 out here in the second. Swinging a ground ball to short. Off the shortstop's hands, and everybody's safe. Gonzalez reaches on the air. First and second. Brings in Isaiah Gomez. Gomez, the number 9 hitter in the lineup. For Sharyland Pioneer. 2 aboard and 1 out. Pitch coming. Swinging a ground ball. Nice play at the mound. Throw to third. Out there. No other play. That would have been a single up the middle. Alvarez makes a nice play. One 5 on the force. Gomez reaches on the fielder's choice. Runners stay at first and second, but now 2 outs in the inning. And here's Juan Rivera. Rivera's already got a hit in the ball game. He led off the first with a single, scored a run. Stands here in the second and bunts it. A good one. Third baseman charges, gets to the ball, but nothing doing. Everybody's safe. Bases loaded as Rivera reaches for a second time in the game. Brings in Pedro Taveras. Taveras laid down a sacrifice bunt his first time up. 2 outs here in the inning as he stands here in the second with the bases loaded. First pitch coming. Ball low. 1-0 to Taveras. Nowhere to put him. Looking ahead to the Sharyland third, they've got the 2, 3, and 4 hitters up. Taveras stands in as the number 2 hitter in the lineup for Pioneer with a big chance. Takes it inside, ball 2. And now you start wondering if head coach Casey Smith will turn Pedro Taveras loose here with a 2-0 count and the bases loaded. From the stretch, pitch coming. And it hit him, and that'll drive in a run. Run scores for Pioneer. They take a 2-1 lead. Taveras aboard. Everybody moves up a base. And it brings up Jacob Rosales. Bases full of Diamondbacks. Rosales, the number 3 hitter in the lineup, stands in. And Rosales waits. Alvarez works from the stretch, brings it home. High, ball 1. No activity in the dugout, and now we've got a conference on the mound. As Barton Bickerton will come out and talk things over with his pitcher. If he does that, we'll take a quick break. Bases loaded with the Diamondbacks trying to rally. Back after this.
When in Port Mansfield, be sure to stop in Laguna Madre Baits, the home of Laguna Girl 1 and 2. They ensure that you have the best when it comes to your fishing needs. Locally caught bait, including live shrimp and croaker. Frozen baits caught locally, frozen shrimp, squid, mullet, and more. Dress the part with full outdoor apparel. Drinks, ice, snacks, groceries, and fishing supplies for any need. Access by road or by
Back here, back to action. A swing and a foul ball. That was a quick conversation on the mound out there. And with the bases loaded and 2 outs, Jacob Rosales at the plate. Big moment here in this ball game. Rosales, sacrifice fly his first time up. 1-1 count, big opportunity here for him. Stepping off, a throw back to second, nothing there. Juan Rivera staying awake on the base paths. One the count. Next pitch to Rosales on the way. Swing and a shot into left center field. That's a hit. Scores a run. Here comes a second run. In to score. Runners at second and third. RBI double. 4-1 Pioneer. Jacob Rosales delivers. Drives in 2 with the bases loaded. 4-1 game here in the second.
Hey, you got 2 more, boy. Keep it going.
Strike 1 called to Johnny Lugo. Lugo stands in, already 1 for 1 on the day with an RBI single. Hits this one in the air. To left field. Back, room, and catch made. 8 men come to the plate for Pioneer in the second. They score 3 runs. They do so on just 1 hit. Strand a couple. And we've played 2, heading to the 3rd. Sharyland will hit, trailing 4-1. This is Rio Sports Live.
Blue Building and the Blue Shrimp Boats, Laguna Madre Baits. 828 Westport Drive, Port Mansfield, Texas.
Our professional advisors at Employee Retirement Services have been providing financial and retirement planning for many years for employees of different employment.
If you've spent your career in education and are ready for the next chapter, let the professionals at Employment Retirement Services help. You've worked hard, and now it's time to relax and enjoy with peace of mind and security.
Help fulfill your retirement needs. Come experience the difference with us.
And let's plan your retirement together. Call us at 956-440-8774 to schedule your appointment today.
Needing a treat before or after the big game? Then, when in Harlingen, stop in at the Scoop Ice Cream Parlor and Deli and treat yourself to some amazing things. Ice creams, shakes, sundaes, banana splits, and that's just a sample. If you can dream it, they can make it at the Scoop in Harlingen. From the deli comes a variety of sandwiches that is sure to bring you back for more. Hamburgers and hot dogs served every day. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 7, Sundays from 12 to 6 on F Street in Harlingen. It's the Scoop Ice Cream Parlor and Deli.
Back here on Rio Sports Live as we head to the top of the 3rd inning for the Sharyland Rattlers. Abraham Alvarez will lead it off, followed by Martin Vasquez and Juan Lopez. Anybody gets on, Randy Garcia. Rattlers will have to go to work now. Alvarez is 1 for 1 on the day with a single and a run scored back in the 1st inning. And the first pitch coming here in the 3rd. He's in there for a strike call. On deck stands Martin Vasquez. That pitch is up high. Ball one, evens the count at 1-1 to Alvarez. Bert Ruiz on a camera. Billy Watson on another. My wife switching the show. We were running cable again this morning. Got here Billy got here earlier than we did, about 11. Getting set for this one. Alvarez waits, the 2-1 pitch, headed home. High pop-up, foul ball, and that's going to drift out of play. And fans just get out of the way of that one. Sharyland is wearing the gray uniforms. Yes, Rolly Perez. There's some fans up there. They got the baseball. Souvenir, if they let them keep it. Alvarez waits. Here it is. High for ball 3. Rattlers stranded the bases loaded in the first inning. We're set down in order in the second. Alvarez trying to get on here to start the third. Hits this one on the ground. Foul ball on the third base side. Count stays at full 3-2. Martin Vasquez on deck. This is 2, 3, and 4 in the lineup for the Sharyland Rattlers. So the right guys are up to produce a rally. Alvarez trying to get it rolling. Here it is. Swing and a foul ball keeps him at the plate. Just got enough of that. 3-2. Laughing at my wife who's struggling over here trying to keep his camera switchy going. I laugh because I must have looked just outright silly last night trying to switch everything by myself. Here's a ground ball up the middle and a base hit. A leadoff single for Abraham Alvarez. Rattlers will also have a courtesy runner in. As they bring in Jose Garcia to run. Martin Vasquez steps in. Swing and a shot foul down the third base side. Oh, 1 the count here. Throw to first base, back in time. Alvarez got it started with a single. He's still at, now Garcia running for him. Vasquez at the plate. The 0-1 pitch headed home. Swinging a pop-up on the infield. Juan Rivera underneath that. Puts it away. One down as they retire Vasquez for a second time on the day. Brings in Juan Lopez. Lopez reached on an error his first time up back in the first inning. Bats again here in the third. Short lead by Garcia at first. Not going. Pitch is low and away. Ball 1. One and 0 to Lopez. Another throw to first. Back in time is Garcia. Lopez waits. Ball 2 outside. Throw to first. Safe there. Two 2-0 the count on Juan Lopez. Garcia on deck. Lopez, the cleanup hitter for the Rattlers. 2-0 pitch. Strike called. Count goes to 2-1. Maldonado working. Spins it home to Lopez. Swing and a miss. Pulled the string on that, took something off, and had him out in front. 2-2 the count to Lopez. Next one coming, Lopez. Fouls it off. Count even at 2-2. This game being played at UTRGV in Edinburgh, Texas. Next one coming from Maldonado. A throw to first instead. Next one coming. Up high, ball 3. Right now, if you're Sharyland's Rattlers, you just want base runners. Any way, shape, or form. There is one on at first. Pitch coming. Way outside, ball 4 and a walk. Lopez joins Garcia on the base pass. Brings up Randy Garcia. Garcia reached on an error his first time up. 2 on, 1 out. First pitch to him. Right down the middle, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike on Garcia. Maldonado ready, brings it home. Ball 1 high. 1-1 the count here to Garcia. Next pitch coming. Outside, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 on, 1 out. Maldonado worked through the first inning, got out of a bases loaded jam, brings it home to Garcia here. Low, ball 3. 3-1 count to Randy Garcia. Crowd back there behind home plate. Garcia at the plate. Maldonado back on, is ready. Brings the 3-1 home. Swing and a foul ball, out of play. We're up behind that press box there. Second window to the right. 3-2 the count on Garcia. Maldonado ready. Spins it home. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. Maybe 2. Out at second and out at first to double play. Inning comes to an end. A tailor-made 6-3 on the double play. And for the Rattlers, the inning comes to an end. In the inning, no runs, a hit, a walk. Double play erased one of those base runners. They've stranded 4 in the game. We head to the bottom of the 3rd. Pioneer on top, 4-1. This is RioSportsLive.com.
Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito is right there for you when it comes to supporting your teams, schools, and organizations. A veteran-owned business dedicated to helping out regardless of the team or season. Let Chewy's design your hats or shirts with state-of-the-art embroidery. Let Chewy's design and print your shirts for the next big game. How about custom engraved top-of-the-line mugs, buttons, banners? Call Chewy's Custom Sports today.
We are this close.
We're this close.
We are this close. Of wanting to making history.
This close to changing the world.
We're this close.
This close. This close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease
Ever again. This close.
We are this close to ending polio.
Ending polio.
All we need is you.
This close.
If we don't act now, we may lose this chance forever. Help Rotary make history at endpolionow.org.
Sure. Back here on Rio Sports as we head to the bottom of the third inning, and the Pioneer Diamondbacks up 4-1. They scored a run in the first inning, 3 more in the second. I'm Joe Boulding with you. Billy Watson on the camera down the third base line. Bert Ruiz on the first base cam. Center field camera stationary. We had to take turns climbing the scaffolding to get up there and put that one on place. Dahlia didn't take her turn going up that thing. With her elbows, no way in the world can she get close to that. She'll punch the buttons here and switch those cameras for us. Evan Maldonado stands in. First pitch, bottom of the third. Inside for a ball. One ball, no strikes. There's a ground ball to third. That's a fair ball. Down the line into the corner. Rounding first, heading for second. A throw down to second base. Not in time. That's a double. Maldonado with a leadoff double here in the third for Pioneer. And that brings in Angel Nunez. Nunez, strikeout victim, is 0 for 1 and only a bat thus far today. Shows a bunt here, pulls it back and takes ball 1. Now they got the wave going. Let's see if we can get on that here. Time is called on that next pitch. One ball, no strike. There's your wave going as the fans having some fun here at UTRGV. Fans over there on that third base side or first base side getting some grief. See if they get that started again. Nunez at the plate, 1-0 the count with a runner at second base and nobody out here in the third for Pioneer. Nunez waits. Swinging and a shot into center field. Stays up, center fielder ranges out. Makes the catch for the out. One down as Nunez flies out. Runner stays put at second base for the Diamondbacks. And up steps Oscar Cerna. First pitch to him. Strike called. Cerna walked his first time up. That was back in the second. He bats again here in the third. Second inning, the difference maker in this game thus far as Pioneer scored 3 times. Did so on just 1 hit. They've now got 4 runs on 5 hits in the game. 0-1 the count on Oscar Cerna. Alvarez checks the runner, brings it home. Swinging a shot, that's a base hit into left field. Runner gets to third, checks up there. First and third, Diamondbacks. Cerna with a hit. And brings in Trey Gonzalez. Also brings out a conference on the pitching mound, and we'll have a pitching change for the Sharyland Rattlers. We'll tell you who the new pitcher is after this on Real Sports Live.
The Cake by Ibadas in Harlingen is a sweet stop for cakes, cookies, and pastries. The best in town for specialty cakes made to order. Sweetbread, cookies, pies, or how about cupcakes? At a piece of cake by Ibadas, try a Texas-style cinnamon roll, or how about some tamales? Wedding cakes, graduations, you dream it and they can make it. The best in town is a piece of cake by Ibadas in Harlingen.
The Harlingen CISD elementary experience looks something like this. Let's see that again. To learn more about the HCISD elementary experience, visit hcisd.org.
I called Pronto Credit and they really did help me. With good credit, I was able to start my business of ice cream regional occupational sales manager, aka paletero, and now I have 3 ice cream trucks. So what are you waiting for? Call Pronto right now.
Shake my nerves and you rattle my brain. Too much love drives a man insane. You roll my will, but what a thrill. Goodness gracious, quick balls of fire. I did love cause I thought it was funny. You came along and moved me, honey. I changed my mind, this love is fine. Goodness gracious, quick balls of fire. Kiss me, baby.
TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
Back here on Rio Sports Live as we are in the bottom of the third. New pitcher in the game is Victor Sanchez. Sanchez inherits runners at the corners with 1 out in the inning. First pitch coming is outside to Trey Gonzalez. Two-0 pitch headed home to Gonzalez now. Strike called. Down at third base is Evan Maldonado. Down at first is Oscar Cerna. That's a runner for Maldonado. We'll get that number as well. Gonzalez at the plate. 2-1 the count. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Count goes even at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes on Gonzalez. 2 on, 1 out in the third. Sharyland trying to keep this right here where it's at. Diamondbacks trying to extend the lead. Isaiah Gomez on deck. Trey Gonzalez at the plate. Taking his time, calls time. He steps back in. 2-2 pitch, headed home. High, ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And see you later, strike 3 called. Big strikeout recorded by Victor Sanchez. He gets Gonzalez. Gomez on the day, reached and scored a run his first time up. Sanchez in relief. Strike 1. If Gomez can get on, the top of the order is right behind him. 2 aboard here in the third. 2 outs. Sanchez waits, brings it home to Gomez. Swinging a ground ball foul. No balls, 2 strikes. Runner goes. There's a fly ball foul. No balls and 2 strikes on Isaiah Gomez. Runner goes. Now they may have him picked off. They do. Run gonna score. And it does score. They'll record the out, but a run comes home to score. 5-1. Cerna stayed in the rundown long enough. The out records the 3rd out of the inning, but a run comes home to score. In the inning for the Diamondbacks, they score a run. They do so on 2 hits. Tacking on that insurance run, we head now to the 4th. Top side, Sharyland will hit, trailing 5-1. This is Real Sports Live.
When in Port Mansfield, be sure to stop in Laguna Madre Baits, the home of Laguna Girl 1 and 2. They ensure that you have the best when it comes to your fishing needs. Locally caught bait, including live shrimp and croaker. Frozen baits caught locally, frozen shrimp, squid, mullet, and more. Dress the part with full outdoor apparel. drinks, ice, snacks, groceries, and fishing supplies for any need. Access by road or by boat. Look for the blue building and the blue shrimp boats, Laguna Madre Baits. 828 Westport Drive, Port Mansfield, Texas. Fishing fans, here's your chance to catch some fish and help out athletes at the same time. Mark the calendar now and plan on attending October 20th as the 3-Up, 3-Down San Perlita Booster Club Fishing Tournament looks to be the biggest and best yet. Located at Laguna Madre Baits in Port Mansfield, Texas, this tournament is set to provide 100% of the proceeds directly to the athletic programs. Artificial lures only with a blackjack format, no fish over 21 inches, $150 per team or boat, maximum 4 people, and the grand champion is a team closest to 63 inches with 1 red trout and 1 flounder. Food raffles, baked goods, a silent auction, and terrific prizes from some great sponsors. Registration is October 19th. The tournament is October 20th. See you there at the 3-Up, 3-Down Fishing Tournament in Port Mansfield, where catching fish is helping athletes in a big, big way.
Back here on RioSportsLive.com, we are back here as we get set for the 4th inning. And a strike called. Diego Pena at the plate. There's a ground ball to short. In time for the out. (6-3) on the put out as they retire Pena. Brings up Chase Gerlach. First pitch to him is low for ball 1. There's a strike called. 1-1 the count. 1-1 the count. Gerlach waits. Here it is. Swing and a check swing and a strike. Takes the count to 1-2. Okay, fans, our administrator on our YouTube is trying to make sure that the YouTube comments are removed. We used to keep those up for fans to tell us where they were watching the games from, and that's gotten out of hand. So apologize to anyone as they are frantically trying to get these comments removed. And as a result of that, we'll just remove any comments in future broadcasts here on Rio Sports Live. And we'll do the same thing on our Facebook for the courtesy of those watching the game. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball. That's a foul ball. Off the bat of Chase Gerlach. Count stays at 2-2. Crowd having some fun and some vendors down there bringing concessions to them. Two the count. Next one to Gerlach. Outside, ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Next one coming. Swing and a little foul ball. Keeps Gerlach at the plate. On deck, Andy Lozano. Gerlach waits. Here comes the 3-2. Ball 4 just outside. 1 out walk to Gerlach. Brings in Andy Lozano. Lozano grounded out. He's 0 for 1 on his first at bat with a ground ball to short. Bats here in the 4th with a runner on. Throw to first, nothing doing there. Gerlach on board. Rattlers need to start putting some runs across the plate. They trail by 4. Lozano waits. Here it is. Up high. Rattlers stranded the bases loaded in the 1st. Left a runner in scoring position in the 3rd. Lozano here batting. Takes ball 2. Two balls, 2 strikes on Lozano. Time is called as they'll talk it over on the mound. Maldonado and Angel Nunez. Lozano at the plate. Throw to first base. Nothing doing. And the 2-0 pitch headed home. Strike called. 2 balls and a strike. Next one coming to Lozano instead of throw to first. Two balls, 1 strike. Next one coming. Showed a bunt, took a strike. Count goes to 2-2. Richard Thompson makes his way back up here. Has a seat and is a worn out man. Here's the 2-2 pitch headed home. Ball low, 3-2. Lozano trying to get on to join Gerlach on the base paths. As the case was last inning, Rattlers just want to get some base runners and see what happens after that. 3-2 pitch to Lozano. Swing and a miss, or a foul ball, stays alive. Just got a piece of that. Again, fans, we're removing all the comments on our YouTube and our Facebook. We had that up since the start of what we were doing, as it was a chance for fans to chime in on where they were watching the game from. How about that fan down there, right there by the dugout? That's a rally cap for the Sharyland Rattlers. 3-2 pitch to Lozano, swinging a chopper. Third baseman gets to it, goes to second, out there, over to first, safe there. Lozano aboard on the fielder's choice. Two down in the inning. Now they want to talk about what happened down there at second base on that transfer after the force on the throw to first base. Number 9 hitter for the Sharyland Rattlers steps to the plate. That's Saul Soto with a runner at first and 2 down. Soto waits. Here's the pitch. Up high for a ball. 1-0. Soto calls time. Next one. In there for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike on Soto. Maldonado ready, brings it home. Strike 2 called. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Soto. Contreras on deck, would like to hit this inning. We're in the 4th. Rattlers down by 4. With a runner aboard here and 2 outs. Soto waits. Runner goes. Pop up on the infield, a mile high. Jacob Rosales under that, puts it away. Inning comes to an end. For the Rattlers, no runs, no hits, a walk. Fielder's choice and 1 man left on board. We've played 3.5. Diamondbacks on top 5-1. Be back with more on Rio Sports Live.
The Harlingen CISD elementary experience looks something like this. Let's see that again. To learn more about the HCISD elementary experience, visit hcisd.org.
TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
Back here on Rio Sports Live, fans having some fun here as the Diamondback fans having a little more fun than the Rattler fans as far as watching the scoreboard. Diamondbacks lead this game 5-1. As we head to the 4th inning, Isaiah Gomez will lead things off. Gomez followed by Rivera and Tavias. Gomez stands in, reached on his first at bat, scored a run. Takes ball 1 high. 1 ball, no strikes to Gomez. It's Gomez, Rivera, and Tavias. Anybody gets on Rosales. Gomez waits. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Outside, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. A run in the first, 3 more in the second, another in the third for the Diamondbacks. They put runners on board and brought them around each inning. Here in the 4th, Gomez waits. Victor Sanchez back working, and that's called a strike. To the concern of the fans rooting for the Diamondbacks. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Count goes to 2-2. Victor Sanchez on the mound is a freshman. We'll confirm that. In relief here in the regional finals. Pitching to Gomez. 2-2 the count. Next one coming. Just missed inside. 3-2 on Gomez. Sanchez came into relief last inning. Starter Juan Alvarez was touched for a leadoff double and then a single. Sanchez ready, brings the 3-2 home. Swing and a miss. See you later. Gomez retired on strikes, and since coming in relief, Victor Sanchez has struck out the two guys he's faced. And up steps Juan Rivera. Rivera's been on twice and scored 2 runs. Bats here in the 4th with nobody on. 1 out. First pitch. Hit him. Breaking ball got away from Sanchez. And so another base runner for the Pioneer Diamondbacks on a hit batsman. Tavares steps in. He got hit by a pitch his last time up. First time he's facing Sanchez in the game. Calls time and steps out. Sanchez working quickly here with a runner at first. Checks that runner. Big lead by Rivera. Not going. A bunt down the third base line. That will roll and stay fair for a hit. Tavares on with a hit. 2 aboard. That was just a letter-perfect bunt down the third baseline. Tavares joins Rivera on the base paths, and it brings up Jacob Rosales. You couldn't hand a ball to a player and say, roll this to a better spot than where that one ended up going. Third baseman Juan Lopez did all he could to field that. He came down the line, saw it was coming off the dirt towards the foul line. Had he picked it up there, no way could he have got anybody out. So his only hope was to let the thing roll foul. It didn't. Rosales stands in. 2 aboard. 1 out in the 4th. Takes ball 1. Diamondbacks sent 5 men to the plate in the first. 8 hitters came to the plate in the second. 5 more in the third. 2 aboard here in the 4th, and the big guns are up. Rosales, the number 3 hitter in the lineup, stands in. The 1-0 pitch from Sanchez. Instead of long look, here it comes. High ball 2. Rosales drove in 2 runs with a double his last time up. That was back in the second. He's batting again here in the 4th. Two aboard, and the pitch coming to Rosales. Ball 3. 3-0 to Rosales. See if they turn him loose. Rosales waits. On deck is Lugo, but Rosales, all eyes on him. Here's the 3-0. Taking, strike called. At the knees, a 3-1 count. Rosales had thought he had walked. So did half the fans, and that means the Diamondback fans. Rattler fans like the call. It's a 3-1 count. Still a hitter's count for Rosales. He digs in. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Strike 2. Taking all the way. 3-2 count. Now Rosales will go to work. Lugo on deck has a hit and an RBI. Rosales has a couple of RBIs and a hit. Nowhere to put him. Gap in right field. If he can hit one into right center, he'll run for a while. Here it is. Swinging a ground ball to first. Throw to second. Out there, back to first. Safe at first base. They nearly turned a double play. Runner down to third. Rosales reaches on the fielder's choice. And it's first and third. Runners at the corners. Here for the Diamondbacks, and Johnny Lugo steps in. Lugo in the game, singled in the first, drove in the first run for the Diamondbacks. At that time, it tied the game at 1 apiece. As Sharyland did come out swinging, scored a run to start this ball game in the top of the first inning. Stranded the bases loaded, and you circled it then, saying, was that a big missed opportunity to open up the game right out of the gate? Lugo at the plate. Sanchez ready. Swing and a miss. Last inning, runners at the corners. Runner at first broke, got in a rundown that allowed a run to score. Although he was tagged out, it did push a run across. Rosales takes the lead at first. Now he goes back. He's at first. Rivera down at third. Johnny Lugo at the plate. Victor Sanchez on the mound, checks the runners. 0-1 pitch, homeward. Runner goes, takes the base uncontested. They throw down to third. And it's now second and third. Two RBIs sitting there with 2 outs for Johnny Lugo. Count 1-1. And the pitch headed home. Swing and a miss. Now you look ahead to the 5th inning for the Sharyland Rattlers, and yes, we're getting in that stage of the game where you start counting outs. But they got the top of the order due up. Sanchez would like to keep it right here at a 5-1 game. He's got to get a tough out here in Johnny Lugo. 1-2 the count. Pitch headed home. Swing and a shot by Lugo is a hit. Scores 1. A second run will score as the ball gets away. A 2 RBI hit for Lugo, and it's a 7-1 game. Seven to 1. Lugo on a 1-2 pitch delivers. Brings in Evan Maldonado. Throw to first, back in time. Maldonado has a hit and a run scored. He doubled in the third. Lugo down at first base. That one misses. Ball 1 to Maldonado. 6-run lead for the Diamondbacks. They won game 1 7-6. Lead here 7-1. Maldonado waits. The 1-0 pitch. Swinging a shot up the middle. Base hit. Lugo makes the turn. Now the ball's bobbled. He'll stay at second base. It's another hit for Maldonado. Runners at first and second. Maldonado now 2 for 3 on the day. So is Lugo. Rivera's been on base 3 times. Tavias twice. Rosales twice. Cerna twice. Up and down the lineup, this Diamondback team has produced. Courtesy runner will check into the game right now, as Alex Morales will check in and run for Maldonado. Morales at first. Down at second base is Johnny Lugo. At the plate, Angel Nunez. Nunez 0 for 2 on the day. Takes a strike. 1 in the first, 3 in the second, 1 in the third, 2 more here in the fourth. 7 across for the Diamondbacks as they continue to hit here in the bottom of the fourth. Nunez waits the 0-1. Off speed, stays high. Count evens at 1-1. You still look at the Sharyland opportunities in this game. They had bases loaded in the first, 2 on in the third with 1 out, 2 on in the fourth. They've had base runners, difference makers. No one's driving in the runs just yet. There's a hard hit foul ball down the left field line. That's a ton, but well out of play off the bat of Nunez. You can see him standing down in the grass there. I told you once, about 15 minutes into this game, those stands were full. Ticket sales, if they have Game 3, will all take place starting tomorrow. We posted that on Facebook. There's been one slight change. I'll talk about that a little bit later on in this game if we look at a potential Game 3. 1-2 the count. The pitch to Nunez from Sanchez. On the way. Stays high, ball 2. Two balls and 2 strikes. 2 on and 2 outs. Sanchez trying to retire Nunez. Peers in for the sign. Runners take a short lead at first and second. Sanchez comes set. Here it is. Outside, a breaking ball stays away, and ball 3 to Nunez. On deck, Oscar Cerna. He's been on base twice with a walk and a single. Nunez trying to keep the inning going. Started with a strikeout, then a hit batsman kind of opened the door. Here's the 3-2 pitch to Nunez. Runners go, hard hit ball, base hit into left field. Run comes around, he will score. 8-1 Diamondbacks on an RBI single by Angel Nunez. Nunez with the 2-out hit. And that may be all for Victor Sanchez. Conference on the mound, and it will be a pitching change. I'll tell you who the new pitcher is after this. 8-1 Diamondbacks on Rio Sports Live.
Sharyland ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sharyland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
Start the new year off right. Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's healthcare is done.
Fans, if you want to look your best at the next game, then let Chewy's Custom Sports go to work for you. From custom designs and graphics to mass production in-house. If it's hats, shirts, buttons, mugs, cups, banners, and more, then Chewy's is there for every team and every sport. A veteran-owned company in touch with the community. It's Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito.
We are back here on Rio Sports Live as the Pioneer Diamondbacks have pushed across 3 more runs and lead this game by the score of 8-1. Here in the 4th inning. They continue to warm up out there on the mound. New pitcher in the game for the Rattlers is Jesus Alacorn, a sophomore, right-handed hurler. Takes over for Victor Sanchez, 3rd pitcher of the game for the Rattlers of Sharyland. Diamondbacks have sent 7 men to the plate here in the 4th. And the inning continues as Oscar Cerna will step in. Cerna has been on twice. Takes ball 1. Cerna waits. Next one coming. Over his head, ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. On Cerna. Strike called. 2-1. Alacorn in relief. Cerna at the plate. Two-one pitch. High, ball 3. Three balls and a strike on Oscar Cerna. Cerna waits. Here it comes. Ball 4 high. Loads the bases again. Cerna on board for a 3rd time on the day. And the 9th hitter to hit in the inning will step to the plate in the person of Trey Gonzalez. And Gonzalez, he's scored a run today. Takes a strike here. With that single by Nunez this inning, that means every hitter in the lineup has been on base for Pioneer here in this ball game. Gonzalez waits with the bases loaded. Swinging a ground ball, base hit down the line in left field. 1 run scores, 2nd run scores. No play at 3rd. 10-1 Diamondbacks, 2 RBIs for Gonzalez. A double for Gonzalez. And the Diamondbacks have opened it up here in the 4th. Brings in Isaiah Gomez. Check that. Now we got a new hitter coming into the game for Pioneer is Ray Hernandez. Will hit. Hernandez steps in, his first at bat of the ball game. And he's the 10th man to hit in the inning for the Diamondbacks. Takes one inside on the corner for a strike. 2 quick strikes. Inning started with Isaiah Gomez striking out. And then the next 8 have reached base. 5 of those scoring. 1 retired on a force play. 2 still on. Time is called. Ray Hernandez steps out. Next one coming. Swinging a ground ball. Right side. That's a tough play. Knocked down. Throw to first. Not in time. And a run scores. It's 11-1. Hernandez took it opposite field. Was knocked down over there, but no play. And the inning continues. Another conference on the mound for the Sharyland Rattlers. And a new pitcher coming into the game. We'll take a break and tell you who it is after this.
And ISD, a nationally recognized district focusing on quality and rigorous instruction where every child is immersed in a culture of academic success. A district dedicated to preparing our youth for the future. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower all students to reach their full potential and become leaders of the highest moral character. Sharyland ISD, excellence is our tradition.
You shake my nerves and you rattle my brain. Too much love drives a man insane. You broke my will, but what a thrill. Goodness gracious, quick balls of fire. I did love cause I thought it was funny. You came along and fooled me, honey. I said, this love is fine. Goodness gracious, quick balls of fire. Kiss me back.
If you just graduated high school, are looking to change careers, or to upgrade your job skills, Texas Southmost College is the place to start. With over 50 certificates and associate degrees to choose from, TSC has the career for you. At TSC, you get a quality education that's close to home. Earn a certificate or an associate degree and get the education you need for today and tomorrow's job market.
Wouldn't you like to be in demand?
Register now at Texas Southmost College in Brownsville.
Back here at UTRGV on a Friday night. Game 2 of a best-of-3 series, and right now the Pioneer Diamondbacks are in control of this series. They won Game 1 7-6 last night. Up here 11-1. Juan Rivera will now be the new hitter. New pitcher in the ball game for the Rattlers. We'll get that number, or the guys get a good camera shot on that. Strike called to Rivera. He's the 11th man to hit in the inning. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. Second baseman will knock it down, throw to second, and inning comes to an end. In the inning for the Diamondbacks. 6 runs across on 6 hits. They strand a couple, and we head to the 5th. 11-1. Rattlers now down to their last 3 outs if they don't get a run. We'll continue after this.
Hello, I want to get a loan to start a new business.
No problem, sir. Do you have any established credit already?
See, I have a Visa credit card, but it's overdrafted. But I promised La Virgencita that I was going to pay it back, I swear.
This man doesn't have good credit. But if he called Pronto Credit, they would gladly help him repair his credit score.
Let me call you back. Who can help me?
Pronto.
But pronto means quick in Spanish. How fast are they to repair my credit?
Pronto Credit works with all major credit bureaus and creditors to challenge the negative reported items that would affect your credit score. We'll ensure your credit history is up to date and accurate.
What'd you say?
Just call 956-312-0645.
Men, start the new year off right. Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's healthcare is done.
We head to the 5th inning, and the Pioneer Diamondbacks raced out onto the field after that 4th inning concluded. And now they are 3 outs away from punching their ticket to the state Final Four. We knew coming in one of these teams from the Sharyland district was going to make the trip. Pepe Contreras stands in. The 5th inning is underway. Strike call. Maldonado back out on the mound. He's limited the Rattlers to 1 run on 4 hits. Checked up 2 hits. Breaking ball stays in his zone for strike 2. Count goes 0-2. Quickly to Contreras. Fastball outside, ball 1. One ball, 2 strikes. Next one coming. Swinging a high fly ball into left field. That's going to stay up, and the catch is made. 1 down. Contreras is retired. One down here in the 5th. That brings in Abraham Alvarez. First pitch to him. Ball one outside. Alvarez has a couple of hits, and he scored the only run for the Rattlers here in this ball game. Hits this one hard, down the line, left field. That's another hit for Alvarez. It goes in the corner. On his horse, heads to second base. It's a stand-up double with one out here in the fifth. Alvarez, a perfect 3 for 3 on the day. And brings in Martin Vasquez as Alvarez checks out of the game for the courtesy runner. Martin Vasquez checks in. 0 for 2 on the day. Takes a breaking ball high for ball one. One out double here in the fifth. Vasquez waits. Here it comes. Swinging a ground ball to short. Runner stays put. Throw across on the money. 2 down for the Diamondbacks. And now the crowd is on their feet, knowing that the Diamondbacks are 1 out away from punching their ticket to Round Rock next week. Everybody meets on the mound to talk about this. Meanwhile, the crowd was making a ton of noise right behind home plate for Sharyland Pioneer. Juan Lopez stands up. One on, 2 outs. Lopez has been on base twice. First pitch to him. Strike called. Rattlers down to their last out. Lopez, if he can drive in a run, can extend the game with a hit. Takes it outside. 1-1 the count. Semifinals at the state level will be starting on Thursday. They'll have the determination of who plays where or what time later on. Here's a swing and a miss. 1-2 now on Lopez, and the Diamondback fans are on their feet again. 2 outs in the inning. 1-2 the count on Lopez. Maldonado comes set. Brings it home. Swing and a foul ball. Lopez battling Maldonado. Trying to keep the inning going, trying to keep the season alive is Juan Lopez. Maldonado trying to take his team into uncharted waters. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball to short. Maybe doing it. Throw to first. On the money, and the Diamondbacks are on their way to Round Rock. They'll celebrate and mob at the infield. Sharyland Pioneer on their way to Round Top. 11-1 the final score. I don't know who's underneath that pile, but good luck getting up out of that. That's just ultra celebration for Sharyland Pioneer. They'll play on Thursday in Round Rock. We don't know who and we don't know what time yet. But their season and the Magic Ride hasn't stopped yet. Both teams assemble now to congratulate one another. And just a tough season, or check that, a great season comes to an end in a tough ball game for the Sharyland Rattlers. Bart Bickerton and his staff put together a tremendous run this year for their fans. And dropped 2 in a row to Pioneer to close this one out. It all started in the first inning. Sharyland got a run in the top of the first. Abraham Alvarez, with his first of 3 hits, ended up scoring a run. But the bases were left loaded in that top of the first. After that, Pioneer went to work, got a leadoff single by Juan Rivera. He ended up reaching base 3 times and scoring 3 runs in the game. Driven in by a 2-out single by Johnny Lugo, and the 2-out hits were a difference maker in this game for Pioneer. As again, they celebrate after congratulations from the Sharyland Rattlers. Hitting stars up and down the line for Pioneer in this game as every spot 1 through 9 reach base. And get this, 1 through 9, with the exception of 1 spot, scored at least 1 run. That's going to do it for our broadcast. Billy and Bert are switching cameras back and forth, I think. Both of them did a tremendous job here. For my wife Dahlia punching the button, switching the dials. Billy Watson on the third base camera. Bert Ruiz on the first base camera. It's been a long 2 days. Reminding you, we've got 7-on-7 football action coming your way tomorrow. Location will be Sharyland and Mission Veterans. We're trying to see which venue of the state qualifying tournament we can hit. And until then, hope you enjoyed this broadcast. Reminding you, the games are going to be pulled. There will be no replays. The coaches want these games pulled for scouting regardless of which team won. So we'll honor that courtesy. We'll have the highlights of the game up a little bit later on. And one final apology again. We'll remove all comments made during YouTube and Facebook for the future. Hope you enjoyed this broadcast here tonight. Till next time from UTRGV, good night.